Here's a unique take on Venser Corpse Puppet Proliferation deck. I think that what I'm doing here, I don't really see anything being done on any deck building guides, but I could be wrong. But I'm using this as my commander and Demir. And basically what I'm doing is I'm running every single proliferation card you can find. Just whatever amount you feel comfortable with adding. And I'm just proliferating all of these special lands here. They're really old lands. City of Shadows lets you get any amount of colorless mana every turn for each counter on this, which seems pretty OP. Could be like a Gaia's Cradle for colorless. Got Sand Silos. Does any amount of counters you can remove that you proliferated. You can just add that to your mana pool for blue. There are about 10 of them that do multiple per tapping for payoff, and I'd recommend using those over other lands that only tap for one at a time. Although they use counters, they're not as good as the ones over here that remove all at once, or there are a couple that remove one counter for 2 mana, like Peat Bog. And Surprise and Scurry, whatnot. But I'm mostly just proliferating these cool old lands, or new ones. I think this might be a newer one. To get a bunch of mana for buyback spells. So there's a card called Memory Crystal, reduces buyback by 2, and I'm just using all the Demir buyback spells like Clock Spinning, Mind Games, Lab Rats, and Whispers of the Muse. We got Disturbed Burial, Capsize, and Spellburst. I'm basically just gathering, proliferating a bunch of lands with counters. And we're going to see how long we can use these buyback spells. I put way too many in just because I don't know how effective this strategy will be. It's quite funny. But that's the base strategy. There's also a lot you can do with charge counters on artifacts for getting a bunch more mana to your pool other than your lands, while also defending yourself. Now we're using Venser here, and this Hollow Sentinel is going to give us lifelink. And if we can at least keep that Sentinel there pretty strong with lifelink, it should keep us long enough in the game to get a bunch of recurring buyback spells out. I got some cards here that give counters just for base toughness. But there's some here that give mana, and while also defending as well. I personally don't have a use for the Cryptic Trilobite, for you can only spend this mana only to activate abilities. But in a proliferation deck, you can get that pretty high, and I don't have any personal use for it, but it's a very cool old card. Still want to try and use that. I have 3 optional ones. Currently, I'm using these 2 for other commander decks, Toothy and Vogar. I have the Blood Tracker in here, at least, to have another creature that when it dies, you get a bunch of card draw. But you can toss all 3 of these in there. Depends where your mana curve is. Could give some delaying effects, just some big blockers out there you gotta have until you can charge up your lands for your buyback spells. But these buyback spells, if you can get these constantly popping, you're gonna control the entire board. Also, there's a random chance you'll win from Infect, but that's not really the goal of it. It's mainly to see how long I can get these out here. And of course, I'm doing all this in a very roundabout way to make a unique deck. You could just make infinite mana if you want, using some other method, but I found that would be a pretty unique way to try and get these spells out. I also have one other optional card. Just thought I'd throw Rosslon the War President in here. You can get some copying on your proliferation spells and extra card draw. But that's about it. I thought it's a unique strategy, and maybe someone will get something out of it. So, see ya.